Wootton Bassett was a watershed moment, if you like, in history in terms of the relationship between the general public and the military. Wootton Bassett really brought home to the British public that people like them were suffering loss.
It's really, really hard to keep people focused on the problem. I think the answer is to keep focusing on individual stories. Films, stories, books are crucial. I mean, people have to engage. They have to think that young man is the same age as my son.
It's not about glorifying war, it's about people and about how people handle adversity and about comradeship and about those moral things that I think the British public relate to.
I want to go and see a realistic film about some normal guys who did something extraordinary, because they symbolise all those extraordinary guys who do this, have been doing this as unsung heroes for the last decade.
What Kajaki is going to do is just that. It's going to transport those people across the UK to experience what service personnel experience just about every day during operations. So it's crucial that they have an understanding, and it's critical to the long-term support that they have an appreciation of just the sacrifices that have been made.
One of the challenges we'll face, one of the challenges all, I think, military charities will face, is that as we draw our armed forces back from Afghanistan, we'll just be less front of mind, less in the public eye. But the need for our support will continue. In fact, if anything, it will increase. These young men and women who've paid such a high price, they often have a long life ahead of them and their families, and they will need our support all the way through that life. It's important, therefore, for the Legion that people still remember and they don't forget. So I think Kajaki will be a really helpful, timely reminder that the need is still there.
There's a parallel between the expeditions that we run and Kajaki itself. By keeping it in the public domain, by keeping the conversation going, by keeping the awareness high, that's going to be the way to provide the long-term support for the men and women that so deserve it.
How does this country not lose touch with the modern generation, with all the boys who are at Kajaki or any of the other instances? How do we make sure that in 25, 30 years' time we haven't failed them?
It's not enough just to sort of see these sound bites and think, what an extraordinary event. Without the individuals watching these clips of all of us and supporting the film financially, then the story won't get told. The more that they support the film, the more that we'll still be able to support those men and women that need that support.